So I'm Ravinder Baba from TV Today Network. Basically, my question is in the statement which you made that you are going to look at collaborative response. So what would that mean? How much of compromise are we willing to do?
We have no problem with compromises.
I think she's asking a question
I
that
think,
will you take on commitments?
see, commitments can be of different kinds. The unfortunate thing which has happened is that the entire climate change discourse is now limited to only one thing: current emissions. Everything else in climate change has been put aside. So, success or lack of success is, have you got the Indians and the Chinese to sign on to emission reductions or not? Current emissions are not what is causing climate change. It is accumulated emissions which are causing climate change. Why don't you address that? Two charges which are made against India. The first charge is, you're not prepared to make any kind of commitment with regard to your emissions. Well, I'm making a commitment. I'm making a commitment that while you should be reducing your emissions, I'm also prepared to make certain that at any point of time, my emissions do not exceed yours. Second, if you are more ambitious, I have to be more ambitious. So if you are prepared to do more, I have to do more. If I have to do more, then it is legitimate for me to expect that that additionality must be supported, must be enabled by financial resources and technology, which is already part of the obligation of developed countries in the climate change treaty.
What if the developed world does not deliver on its promise? What is the way out?
Well, we will live to fight another day. One should not consider Copenhagen as somehow the final destination. There will be life after Copenhagen. I'm sure that if we do not manage to agree on everything at Copenhagen, we may be a decision to we'll continue our negotiations.
In this battle against this whole conglomerate in the Western nations, India is increasingly getting isolated, will finally have to accept a negotiated and mandatory emission cut. How far this understanding is true?
I think this is also part of the psychological warfare that we are currently seeing being fought, which is to say, you better change your stand, otherwise you'll get isolated. As if it was the worst thing in the world which can happen to India, that it gets isolated. I think we have got isolated a number of times in the past. I don't think we should worry too much about it.
What went wrong at L'Aquila, Italy?
Everything went right at L'Aquila as far as I'm concerned. So unless you ask me what exactly you think went wrong at L'Aquila, I'm not in a position to really answer your question, because I think we did rather well.
On the 40% cut that you've asked for developed countries, what would you do if they turned around tomorrow and accepted it?
If they accept, we will clap. And we will say that on the basis of this, you can sign on to much more ambitious targets for 2050.